Hello. Hello, YouTube. Hope you're doing all right. Not sure what to say. It's not Christmas just yet. Let's make sure the sound is good and everything is good. And if you do catch me live, thank you. Give it a like, please, if you don't mind. And if you don't catch me live, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Please give it a like. Please consider subscribing if you're not subscribed. I have been getting tons upon tons upon tons of messages, information, insight that has been coming through. And I've written it, for the most part, I've written it down. But I feel like I don't know, I feel like it's heavy duty. And if I come on here and share it, I don't know. I just don't get the sense that people will, I don't know. Anyhow, if you do want me to share it, let me know. That might be something I need to organize for the new year, going into 2026. I just feel like it's too deep, too out there. I feel like people tune out. So I just decided to come on here today and do a collective tarot reading. And if anyone catches me live, you feel free to ask a question. Now, before I get into it, because there's actually nobody here right now, I would like to say thank you to everyone who is aware or is subscribed to my Whispers of the Arabian Oracle channel, or Whispers from the Arabian Oracle channel. Seems like it's doing all right. The last few videos have been well received, and I don't actually have to kill myself to get that channel to turn around. Although, having said that, it might be too preemptive too soon, and I don't know. That channel has been in the dumpster for a good part of a year now, and it's just made me really sad. You know, as I logged into this live in my YouTube channel, something came up from YouTube, like a notification. Oh, promote this video, you know, help your channel grow, promote. And that's exactly what I did to my Whispers of the Arabian Oracle channel. That's exactly what sunk my channel. I followed YouTube's advice and I promoted a few videos. And I ended up with a whole ton of bots who don't interact with my content anymore. And as such, sadly, the videos that I put out are just not seen. So anyhow, having said that, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I did promise multiple times to do a tarot reading, and I'm following through with that promise because I don't have it in me to talk about something heavy duty or something spiritual right now. So let me know how you're doing. I'm just going to do a collective reading. I'm going to pull a card and see what the universe wants you to hear, to know, to get insight on. And I'm putting an intention behind this live stream that whoever needs it, whoever needs to hear anything in here, may this live stream appear in front of you. And may you click on it and stay long enough to hear the message, or for the message to be delivered. So let's see what guidance the universe has for you, be it for the remainder of this year, be it for something that you're going through right now, whatever it is you need to know, something early that next year that's going to happen to you, just insight, you know, insight you need to hear right now. Insight. The cards are very quiet. Any insight, any guidance for the collective or for anyone in specific? Please. I might have to switch tarot decks. I also have my Sufi tarot deck as well as an oracle deck, because the tarot has been quiet, at least for me. Like I try to do tarot readings multiple times a week personally, but sometimes the universe is quiet. Any guidance, please. What do you need to hear right now? That's a lot of cards. No, we don't want a lot of cards. Can I get any guidance, please? So that this live stream isn't a total flop? I keep getting a lot of cards. I don't know why. Can I get 1 or 2 cards? 1 or 2 cards, please. All right. I'm going to shuffle a few more times, and if nothing comes out, I'm going to switch decks. Not sure if it's my energy or if it's the collective energy. Ace of Wands. Let's see, can I get another card for clarity, please, on the Ace of Wands? Can I get another card for clarity? Your cards are very crisp, you know? 10 of Wands. Ace of Wands, 10 of Wands. It seems to me that something new, something creative, something inspirational is coming into your life, and it's probably coming through you into your life. You have to keep an open mind in order for whatever this is to come through. It might be an idea, a concept, a hobby, a project, a friendship, something you're going to embark upon, a trip. But it's brewing. You know what this is. It's not that you don't know, it's just that perhaps you are shutting it down. Whatever this is, it does spark a light in you. And I wonder if you're a person who's had your light dimmed quite a bit in your lifetime. And it hurts now whenever you think of something that sparks your light, that makes you happy. You just put it away and you think that you're not worthy. In order for this to flourish, for your flame to grow, it needs you to walk away from something that probably is for your best interest to walk away from. This is going to be a conscious decision that you are going to make. It might be a difficult decision. Most times walking away from something, from some place, or from someone is a very, very daunting, difficult task. But as you know, it's a heavy thing to do. It's not easy, which is sort of the sad imagery that you see here. You know, a person has picked up all their stuff and they're moving away. But when you do that, you create space for whatever this is to begin to grow inside you, or you create space for you to allow yourself to begin to focus on whatever this is that sparks your flame, that sparks your light. So walk away from whatever it is that is dimming your light right now, as difficult as it might be, as daunting of a task. And as you do that, you're going to allow yourself some space for what it is that's truly meant for you. So that's what I get from here. And the Two of Wands, you've got a lot of wands. This entire reading is wands. So that says a lot. But Two of Wands is sort of embarking. I'm using the word embarking a lot. The Two of Wands is, again, it's that decision making, but at the same time, it's an excitement. There's excitement brewing underneath. You're going to be, it's like things are going to begin to happen for you. But once again, you have to develop that courage within you. And I wonder if there's an element of self-worth or lack thereof that you need to tend to, that you need to deal with. There's root chakra energy, there's sacral chakra energy coming through here. Root chakra is your stability, your a little bit of actually, self-worth. You deserve good things in life. You deserve good opportunities. If there is an opportunity that's peeking around the corner towards you and you're afraid, that's the energy that you're feeling, then root and sacral chakra need some attention right now. And you'd be surprised if you worked on them, they'll give you the clarity that you need in order for you to make the decisions that you need to make, to allow for the opportunities to come in. Open the doors. Open the door and allow the new to come in, even if it means that you have to shut a door in the meanwhile. Sadly, the way the universe, who's here? Sadly, the way the universe works is something has to go first before the new arrives, because most of us have cluttered our lives. We've cluttered our minds, we've cluttered our lives with things that don't serve us. So maybe start decluttering. I find when you begin to declutter and clean, throw stuff out that you don't need or give it away, when you begin to clean up and declutter your physical environment, it sort of spills into the inside of you. It sort of spills into your mental realm and into the emotional realm as well. It will help you let go of things, of places, of people that are not helping you and they are not serving you and they are keeping you stuck in place, afraid. You're just looking at the opportunities. You see this energy here? They're stuck inside and there's an opportunity outside, but it's almost like there's a fear here that needs to be dealt with. So again, root and sacral chakra, and it feeds into your solar plexus. When you deal with those chakras, you might as well work on your solar plexus, because that's self-empowerment. That's the go-getting energy that you need to activate within yourself to get this. Mental clarity right now. Mental clarity, decluttering the mental space. And once again, the exercise that I'm talking about, which is decluttering your physical space, will help you declutter the mental space. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how well it works. Good afternoon. Was thinking about you this morning. You properly deserve the spiritual Zemzem. Zemzem. That's funny. How are you doing, Tam? How is the energy? How are you feeling? I guess. Let me just draw, since I'm here doing a tarot reading, let me get all the bad boys out. Actually, I'm not going to get all the bad boys out because I have, I think at this point, over 50, if not more, tarot decks. And I just bought myself a new oracle deck from Egypt. I can't wait to begin to use it. Yeah, it's amazing. It's like probably one of the most expensive oracle decks that I've owned. And it just arrived and I've packaged it for myself to give it to myself on Christmas. All right. Now that I've bloated or gloated about my tarot decks and oracle decks, let's see from the Sufi tarot deck. Guidance, please. Guidance. Again, these are collective readings. Some people might find that they resonate with them. Some might not. It's kind of a hit and miss. But Tam, since you're here, feel free to ask if you want me to do a tarot reading for you, my dear. But for now, I'm keeping it a generalized reading. So let's see if the Sufi tarot deck has any guidance for anyone here. Guidance, please. Clarity, guidance. Who needs to hear what right now? Guidance. One card, two cards, maybe three cards. Let's keep it towards one or two. Can I get guidance, please? How you doing, Tam? Wow. There's a sluggish energy. Just sluggish. Can I get guidance, please? All right, the Sufi is being very difficult, the Sufi tarot. Let's see what Tam has to say. Guidance on how to navigate health and mental issues of closest family members. All right, can I get some guidance for Tam, please, on how to navigate health and mental issues of family members? Oh, wow. That was intense. Again, there's this very sharp energy. It's almost like do it now, do it fast, hurry up, get off your ass kind of energy. Seven of Coins. Tam, I need you to look very closely at this card in case something strikes you, because I can interpret it in one way. Like, I try to tune in as much as I can to any messages, but you might get some insight as well. So the Seven of Coins, the energy here is someone who's waiting. You've done your best. You've done pretty much everything you can do at this point, and you're taking a break. You're taking a rest. The person, the energy is they're resting their back against the tree. But if you can see, the tree is bubbling with sort of material gain. Coins, if you may, abundance, wealth, the things that you've been wanting, the things that the seeds that you have planted for however long, months, weeks, months, years now. Take a break, take a rest, allow the universe to do what it does. You have done enough. Take a break. Rest. Take it easy on yourself. And while you're doing that, have some faith and have, belief. Believe in yourself, believe in the effort that you've put in, and that it will, you will see the fruits of it. Be optimistic, not fake optimistic, which the world is very good at doing these days. But find optimism and find faith within yourself while you wait for the universe to deliver the goods to you. You have to believe in the good that is available to you. You have to trust in yourself, especially if you've really, 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 really been working hard. A lot of people like me, like, my YouTube channels, I feel like a failure. I feel devastated. I harbor a lot of anxiety, a lot of anger, a lot of disappointment, mostly towards myself, because I didn't see the what I want. My Whispers of the Arabian Oracle channel was doing great until I sunk it, because I always wanted more and more and more and more, and I couldn't wait. So my intervention hurt me. So just when you take a break, if you are going to take a break, which from this card I can tell you that you do, take a break, but take a break and take it easy on yourself as well, and reorient your energy. Your energy. If it's negative energy, if there's a lot of negativity, if there's a lot of self-doubt, if there's a lot of lack of belief and lack of faith in yourself, work on that. Work on that, because that will help. That's like the water that you give to the seeds that you've planted. That's the silent work that you do within yourself. Not just put in a lot of effort and then sit back in a lot of anxiety, in a lot of worry, and in a lot of self-doubt. That's not going to help the situation at all. You have to believe in what you have done, in your effort, in your energy. You just have to believe in yourself. And you have to believe that the universe has your back. You have to. Is there... Okay, I don't know what I just did, but that's not what I wanted to do. Good afternoon. All right. Let's see if there's any other guidance for Tam, please. Sounds so soothing that energies are asking me to rest, because I am really inclined to, after almost 2 years of inner work. Inner work is also, it's also a bit of a trap, Tam. You have to be careful with the amount of inner work that you do, hun, because it is exhausting. And you don't have to kill yourself with inner work, because you're going to spend the rest of your life working on yourself. Up until the last breath that you take, you're going to be working on yourself. Take it easy. It's funny, for me, inner work happens... It happens in a lot of ways, but a lot of it occurs when I begin to read my spiritual textbooks, which I should tell you guys, I've reached the 8th out of 12 textbooks, and I've taken a break because I feel like I need a break. Like, you can't be hard on yourself. That's also being hard on you. Oh, I have to fix myself. I have to heal myself. I have to do more work, more work, more work. It's not a race. It's not a race. You're going to deplete your energy. Right? Any other guidance for Tam, please? You have to stop and smell the, smell the roses or smell the flowers, and, take it easy. Take it easy on yourself, because nobody else will. No one else is going to take it easy on you, Tam. Let's see what we got. We got the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups. Take a good look at this. Take a good look at this. The 4 of Cups, there's an energy that I've been getting the 4 of Cups as well, by the way. The 4 of Cups shows you 4 cups that are abundant. Like, there is so much abundance in those 4 cups, yet the person is sort of not happy, and they're looking away. They're looking away from all this goodness. See? They're filled with good stuff, and they're right within the reach of this person. And what does this person do? They look away. They're not paying attention to what is right besides them, because chances are this isn't what they want. This isn't the direction that they want to look at. They're expecting something to come from here. They have formulated what this thing is, what it looks like, what it should be, where it should come from, how it's going to come. They've already decided. And because they've already decided what the good looks like and what it is, they can't see the good that's right there. It's passing them by. It's just gonna wither away. And this speaks to an element of control. If you have a set expectation in your mind, in your heart, of what the universe is going to deliver to you, what it should look like, when it needs to come, the way it should come in, then you've set yourself up for failure. When you do good, when you want good to come to you, you really have to give up the how, the when, and the where, and all the, how, what, when, where, who, all of that. You have to give it up. You really, really have to. And it's a very difficult quality for us to surrender as human beings, because we have lived up until, if you're watching this and you've spiritually sort of woken up or are being shaken up spiritually, we live this life. It doesn't matter what part of the world you live in. We try to control different elements of our lives. We want to know in 10 years what our retirement is going to look like and how much money we're going to be making. And spirituality and the spiritual path is very, very, very different from that. Spiritual path is about living here and now and doing good, aligning yourself and praying and trusting and believing and working on your self-worth, but then letting the how, the what, the where, the who, letting all that go. You can ask for what it is. That's why we visualize, You do your visualizations and then you release it. It doesn't have to arrive in the time frame that you want. Why? Because the universe knows best. Your higher self knows best. And it might not even come to you exactly the way you envisioned it. And that's also part of our evolution right now. I've read a lot of Neville Goddard books, and Neville Goddard would go in this area of he would sort of rent a theater, and he would bring people and they would visualize, and he would sort of send them into, a feel-good state, and then you sleep. And a lot of the people that he does quote in his books visualized something, and that exact thing they visualized came true. To the detail, to the last detail. But we're not in that time frame anymore. We're not in the time frame of Neville Goddard anymore. The same way, I don't know how to tell you this, but consciousness is evolving with us. Consciousness, or the universe, or whatever you want to call source energy, is evolving with us because it's evolving through us. And our spiritual awakening right now, and the way we manifest things right now, is not going to look the same as it happened in the 1920s or the 1930s or the 1940s or the days of Jesus or the days of Neville Goddard. Consciousness is also shifting and growing with us. It is growing and gaining consciousness and experiencing itself through us. And we don't know what the evolution, the end result, if there is an end result, because evolution is a continuous thing. As long as we live, we evolve. But it's going to look different now than it did in Neville Goddard's days because of our evolution. So you might be reading spiritual books or following spiritual gurus that tell you have to do this, follow this step, download my course, and follow my the steps in my course after you pay this much money, and you'll manifest everything you want. I don't believe that to be true. They can give you some steps and guidance, but there's no blueprint right now. It's sort of up in the air. And if you want to believe me, I actually got an entire download, and I think I did a live stream on my other channel about this, or maybe it's in my Patreon. But consciousness is evolving through us, and the level of evolution it's going through now is not the same that it was when whatever books were written. So you can get frustrated when you read books that were written a long time ago about how to manifest things and how it worked for certain people, and then here it's not working for you. And that's where this comes in. Don't set expectations. Just don't. Be open. Be open to whatever good that is going to come your way, and be happy, and tune yourself. Tune yourself enough with universal intelligence so that you can appreciate any and all good when it comes to you, regardless if it is the way you envisioned it, the way you planned it, or not. I have reached a point where there was a couple of months ago, I rarely leave my apartment. So the interactions and the chances of something to happen to me are pretty minimal. Like, it would have to happen in my immediate home environment. But I stepped out of my apartment, and an entire thing happened. It was like a movie of synchronicities, synchronicity after synchronicity. It lasted the good part of an hour. And I knew that that was the universe throwing something at me, something very good, very delightful. And it had to do with self-worth. Because if you're like me and you grew up being beaten down by your family, by your culture, by your religion, by your teachers, by whatever it is that broke you down and made you doubt who you are and made you doubt yourself, it's a very, very difficult task to repair that damage. And it doesn't happen overnight. It happens over multiple steps. And sometimes the universe intervenes to show you how important you are and to correct your broken self-image that you have towards yourself. That day, I just stepped out, and as soon as I stepped out, I'm not kidding you, it was like surreal. The things that began to happen and unfold in front of me and involving me. And it was, the chances to arrange something like that was slim to none. And I knew immediately that that was the universe. You know, those were synchronicities that the universe threw at me. And that's what this card is. Don't be a brat. That's also that energy, the energy of privilege, the energy of I know everything, I know what I want, and I'm going to get it. No, you don't. Big no. You don't control your life. You might think you do, but you don't. So humble yourself and allow for the universe to intervene in your life, because universal intervention is 1,000,001 times just more beautiful than anything that you can plan for yourself. And that is a long rant for those cards. Now I'm going to pull from this oracle deck. I always have to do ASMR, you know. It's the Oracle of 7 Energies. So let's see. Let me put... Does that help you, Tam, at all, what I just said, or no? It might help someone else, even though I did ask it for Tam. It remains a collective reading. All right, let's pull an oracle deck. Oracle card from the oracle deck. And this one, I might have to read it from the guidebook, but we'll see. Can I get guidance, please? Can I get guidance to close the reading? Please. Guidance. Who needs to hear what right now? Who needs to hear what? Can I get guidance? One card, please. Yes, thank you. I am encountering the most intense, weird dreams lately, seeing places and people I have never met. Any insights? Yes. Yes, I do have insights for you, Tam. You need to pay attention to your dreams, especially the ones that you remember, because there's a message in them. One of the ways the universe reaches out to us or your higher self is through your dreams. And I'm not telling you have to go, buy an expensive book or book an appointment with someone to interpret your dreams. Usually, it's easy enough. You just need to be aware. Like, you'll know the message when you feel it, right? But do pay attention to your dreams. Do pay attention to your dreams. Can I get guidance, please? Your subconscious mind speaks to you through your dreams. Can I get guidance, please? Guidance. Okay, that just flew out. Three cards came out. Gratitude right now, guys. I'm just gonna read one from the book. But the energy of gratitude, which the world, if I ever become famous, I'm going to introduce into schools, which I don't know why people like Eckhart Tolle haven't done this yet. But the best energy in this entire world that you can engage in, that you should engage in, that we don't know how to engage in properly because of ego. Because of ego. It is the energy of gratitude. To be grateful. And to be grateful for everything and anything. For the smallest things in life, and not just, I watch these shows. I don't even know why I watch them, but I do watch them. They're highly unconscious shows, but it's like, Love is Blind and Married at First Sight. The people, there's a lot of people that I see, when they eat, they go out on their dates or they're at home and they're eating, and they hold hands and they give thanks before they eat, and they speak fast. Thank you, Lord, for this great meal. Yeah, let's eat. I'm like, you might as well not say it. You might as well not say it, because there is nothing. That is emptiness. That is just empty words. The universe doesn't listen to your words. The universe feels you. When you feel grateful, when you feel grateful, when you feel full of life, full of gratitude, full of joy, full of just being thankful for being here, for your life force energy, for the breath that connects you with the universe. Every breath you take, you should be grateful for the air in your lungs that keep you alive. It keeps you alive. I don't know, maybe put some meaning into it. Be grateful. You're grateful for the food. How about the life that was sacrificed so that you could eat? I'm not trying to shame. Send that life some gratitude. Instead of just spewing some words, thank you, Lord, blah, 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 let's eat. And after they do this, while they're eating, they start fighting with each other. Because you're not. It's not authenticity. This is just a show. These are just words that you speak. And that is not spiritual in any shape or form, nor will it do anything. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll train you to eventually speak what you mean or mean what you speak. When you send gratitude into the universe, send it with some emotion, send it with some feeling. This is very important. I can't even begin to tell you. If you want your life to change, this is the energy that will change your life. If you want good things to come for you, this is the energy that will bring those things to you. But you can't engage in this energy by being fake. You just can't. You can't. Healing the heart. I got triggered. I don't know why that triggered me, but it did. Healing the heart and a burst of magic. Let's read 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3, 4, 5. Let's read a burst of magic, 48. A burst of magic. All right, so let me put this here. Sometimes you may find that something you'd been pondering or a dilemma you'd let go of revisits you without warning. It may hit you while you're thinking about nothing, or the trigger may be just the right words arising in a conversation, a book, or a blog. An epiphany strikes like a lightning bolt, waking you up to a truth that has previously eluded you. It's as if the whole world stops in that moment as you integrate the missing pieces of the puzzle you were meant to solve all along. This is such a time for you now. Answers are coming directly from source and being downloaded into you with such force of conviction that you cannot be the same again. Be grateful. Be grateful. Be grateful for this beautiful burst of magic. It is not an everyday gift. Inherent in this is the knowledge that Spirit is always listening to you. Spirit is your loving partner, reminding you that you are not alone. Even when it appears that you are trapped, you always have a key to unlock the solution if you cultivate the willingness to be open to and in tune with Source. The answers you seek come when you stop looking for them. Be mindful today. When information pops up out of the blue, pay attention. The action you need to take will become obvious as you integrate this magical wisdom. Regardless of the subject of your inquiry, you will be transformed. Only good will come of this. Isn't that lovely? And before I finish off, I hope this reading has helped you. Before I finish off, there's another card that flew out, card number 23, and it is, if I could read, Healing the Heart. Healing the Heart. I'm not going to read this, but I can tell you what it's about. And as I was thinking about this card, there is a show on Netflix, and I don't know if you have Netflix or not. You might want to find this show. It's called Ripple. I think it might be available on other platforms because not everyone has Netflix. But I just watched it recently. I watched it yesterday and I binged watched it. It's 8 episodes. It's called Ripple. And that show, it made me cry because it's different from almost every other show that I've ever watched, or anything that you would watch right now, which is either based on an agenda to shape your mind, to shape the way you believe, what you believe in, and to influence you, or it's completely toxic, like the shows that I was talking about, Love is Blind, Married at First Sight. Any reality TV show is not really reality. It's a lot of these shows are scripted, and they're very drama oriented, and there's a lot of egotism, there's a lot of narcissism, there's a lot of fakeness in these shows. And it shows you, it brings out the worst of humanity. That show, Ripple, it's focused on empathy, it's focused on sympathy, and it's focused on love and compassion, which is very different. It's a very different tone from all the other shows that are available, be them horror, action, suspense, thriller, reality TV with the toxicity that it brings, you know, movies, Hollywood movies, and all the movies that promote some sort of violence, hatred of another. They really all are rooted in the illusion of separation. They really reinforce that we are, you know, I'm alone, this person hates me, that we're separate from each other. The true illusion of separation in this world. And that show, Ripple, is not based on separation. It is based on unity. It is based on oneness. It's magnificent. And some people might call it cheesy. Some people might call it cliche. But it's the energy that the world needs right now. And it's available. I'm shocked that a show like this has passed. I don't know if it's going to succeed or not. But there is a hunger in this world for empaths and empathy, for people who are compassionate and compassion, for people who show love towards other people, and for the energy of love. There is a hunger, there is a need in this world for these energies. And I hope to see more shows like that. And I hope to see more energy like that in this world. Because I, for one, am very sick of the energy of divisiveness, of the energy of hatred, of the energy of attacking other people, of the energy of us versus them, of the energy of belittling others, of the energy of shitting on others, of the energy of mocking other people. I'm tired. I'm really tired of it. And I speak to you as a human being who, you know, up until 3-4 years ago, I was sucked into that vortex of energy. And it near destroyed me. It near destroyed me. And I can't handle, I've never been able to handle the energy of hatred. But yet, even though I couldn't handle it, it still sucked me into it. It's a very, the gravitational pull of hatred is very strong. It's very strong, but once you get sucked into the energy of hate, you have to understand that it will do no good to you. Hatred is very destructive. It's like a fiery energy. It's a very destructive energy. And when it's done destroying everything around it, it will eventually consume, self-destroy itself. The fire, when it no longer can burn anything around, it starts to burn itself out until it puts itself out. So I personally am done with the energy of hate. I don't care who I see putting out that energy, regardless, you know, Trump hate, Trudeau hate, Carney hate, this hate, the NDPs, the Liberals, the Democrats, the Republic. I don't care anymore. I have no capacity in me for the energy of hatred. And moving forward, as we evolve as a collective, and as we evolve on a personal level, the energy of hate will play less and less and less of a role. Because hate is a destructive energy. The world that you are seeing that's destroying itself and will continue to do so is consumed with hatred. While this world is dying, the energy of love, the energy of compassion, the energy of unity. Unity consciousness will arise. It will continue to arise. Even if it's small buds, you know, like the energy of the Seven of Pentacles. We're planting it. We're seeding this energy. It will take time, but we must have faith. We must have faith, and we have to be the change that we want to see in this world. And I'm going to leave it at that because I can sit here and talk to you all day long about this stuff. So unless somebody has any questions for me, I'm going to finish off and we'll call it a day. And thank you everyone for your, support, especially in my Whispers from the Arabian Oracle channel. Everyone who's watched my last videos, everyone who's given them hypes. People have been hyping them, and that's been helping a lot. So thank you. Please give me a thumbs up here or there. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and let me know in the comments if this helped you in any shape or form, and what you would like me to come on here and talk about in the future outside of my messages and downloads, which tend to be very heavy duty. Let me know. I'll wait for a few seconds before I finish off. And if I don't see you before Christmas, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, all the politically correct and non-politically correct phrases. Because I don't want to trigger anyone. Don't want to trigger people. It doesn't take much to trigger people these days. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I can no longer see myself. I don't know why. This thing is here and it's covering. All right. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again soon. And as always, the light in me bows down to the light within you. Namaste.